You're now tuned. You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind.
She wants pretty things, that big bling, but the bad ain't taken off yet. No, no. She wants Paris, she wants Rome, but I'm still living in my parents' home. No, no. With just a light up in the darkness, we were walking till it passes through a beautiful rainy day. You use me and I use you, but it's fireworks in the bed. I know it's over. I got to get, I got to go. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I know she know I got it back. She don't know that I'm running out of gas. 3 years this anniversary. Somewhere there's one more chance to be. Still chasing, looking up and down. Some say she's out of my league, but I need some more space to breathe. Some exits where I wanna be. We sacrifice, we wear a mask and leave early from the party. This arrangement outside sitting on the pavement. Needed me, I needed you. It was fireworks in the bedroom. Now it'll all be over soon. Now I got to get. I wanna be free. Can't find my way out of it. I got to get. I got to get. So trapped that I can't keep.
Free. Good morning, Rise and Grind. I am RJ Shine, and it is 7:02, and it is Wednesday, April 13, and I love you. I'm so excited today, guys, and I'm full of energy. I am so pumped up. We got so much planned for today. Good morning. Good morning to everybody that tuned in, that got up early because they want to have a good day too. We've got so much truth planned for you guys today. I don't even know how I'm going to fit it all in here, but hey, we can do it. We have the technology. We really do. I hope everybody slept good. I slept like a baby. That's probably why I'm so happy. You guys know I don't sleep so good, but last night, for some reason, don't know what it was, but I slept very good. And I woke up early, and I woke up with a big ass smile on my face, and I'm just so thankful today to the Father in heaven who hath created me, and he's given me the chance to share it with you guys right now. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get into some of the truth. We've got so much planned. We got some good music as usual. It's not going to be an 80s vibe day only today. We can only do that when the new 80s stuff comes out. That's good. Good morning, Seth. But let's get into this first meme of the morning. It's a very special one to me. Now, it's been about a little over a year now since I found this meme, and it really woke me up in a weird way. Not in a weird way. I shouldn't say it like that. In a deep, soulful, connected kind of way. It says, the one who plants trees, knowing that he will never sit in their shade, has at least started to understand the meaning of life. This is so profoundly deep. Whew. I can't even get into all of the things that are packed into this tiny meme, you guys. But suffice it to say, my life has not been the same since I found this meme. And it will never be the same again. Now, I shared this yesterday. Good things start off as small packages, like a mustard seed that happens to be yellow, that grows up to be so big that it creates shade for all the birds to nest in. Now, the reason I bring this up is because yesterday I shared it and I posed a question. I said, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mother, for keeping my soul warm by covering my head. Did you know? And I said, thank you to whoever hand knitted this. And what the truth of this is that when preemies are born, because they're so tiny and they should be still inside the womb of their mothers, they get extremely cold. And this was hand knitted and donated. This was donated to the church, to the hospital, and given to me. It's beautiful yellow color. And I just wanted to say, I'm not going to get emotional here. I'm kind of emotional. This is the only time you'll ever see me looking like I have a tiny hat on. I wasn't old enough to say, hey, pull it forward more. You can see I clearly don't have the characteristics of what we call tiny hat people, but let's keep going. Thank you so much to whoever this lady was that knitted this. I'm not going to get emotional. Let's keep going. COVID, Ukraine, Shanghai. Let's go, everybody. It's now 7:06 in the Central Standard Time, and that's almost 8:07 in the AM in the Eastern Time Zone, where the most beautiful people live. Let's get on to the next one. This one says, there's nothing more sinister than socialist indoctrination of children within our state schools. This is a problem. Like I had mentioned before, these types of things started popping up when my daughter was in public school 15 years ago. She's in her 20s now. But they started making these shows. There was a transgender show called something like Jazz. And they started really indoctrinating the children into socialism, communism. And then they've taken away genderism. And now they're just ruining the youth. And we want to fight back, right? We want to put out good content too for the youth. We want to leave things here for them. And through morphogenetic fields and morphic resonance, everybody gets picked up. The collective gets picked up with each and everything that you and I do. It's windy, and I did hear the birds chirping. Let's go on here. It says, well, we'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. Quote from William Casey, who was the CIA director. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? What you guys think about that? Good morning, PJCnet. Sorry that you have an appointment. This will be uploaded for you to watch at any time. Did you guys know freshly ground coffee is the way to go? It tastes good. It smells good. When you crush the beans, it has this fresh aroma throughout the air. If you're not suffering from allergies, and you can actually smell. Let's keep going here. We got a lot planned. This one says here, the conspiracy theorists. We looking at you, and the deep state's like, nah, we looking at you. Who is looking at who is the question I ask all of you. Here's one. This is a QAnon post. Some interesting stuff in here. There is some talk about World War III and what they are saying. Going to be some fake nukes, but they actually have these things, we call them hydrogen bombs. And we believe they might have been filling up either tunnels or different places all throughout the United States of America, and they can hit the button at any time, kicking off the Great Tribulation. But let's read this quickly. It says, the days of the Nazis in the Ukraine are numbered, says QAnon. What is coming up in the eastern Ukraine will be studied for years by psyops. The gentleman heading up the Russian forces is a spiritual companion of Patton, and he will use the guts of the Ukrainians and their CIA sponsors to grease the treads of his tanks. The bioweapons files and the Biden files are secure now in Moscow. And Putin at the right time will release the information. You guys know this is, I want to refute Gnosticism. They always keep you chasing nonsense and they never give you the goods. It's like science. They never give you the goods. That will shake the American administration to its core. Be prepared, Biden is going down. Trump is coming back. The Russians are going to slaughter these bastards and implement several new technologies that will shake folks up, says QAnon. This war is the fault of the Ukrainian leadership. This is the fault of Rothschilds and the tiny hat cucks. It says the idiots in the American administration on both sides, including the QAnons, and the morons in NATO, yes, them too, enjoy the carnage and look to the West for its cause. All Russia wanted was to be left alone. Now that is all over. They will make those who have tormented them for years pay the price. Right now, the video is being made, who they found and what they found in the plant in Mariupol. Yeah, this is such nonsense. You know how much money they ask for after they put these tweets out? And we know news. Go over and get you some of that. He's just donate. There's more donation ads and links on his page than there is truth. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, at the South Pole, let's go, everybody. Come on. I want to get you guys laughing. I want to make you smile today. I'm so happy. Have I said that again? Did I tell you guys that I slept really good and I woke up happy? I love this. It's hilarious to think that people actually believe that half of the population is upside down. At what point, if we were to dig a deep hole, I guess right at the center of the earth, you would go from, climbing down and all of a sudden you'd be climbing up, right? And at what point does the rain start falling upside down from the sky? These are questions that I ponder. 1 second. Yeah, we've got some good music coming up soon too. A couple nice songs to keep you guys going. This one says, Reuters is owned by Thomson Reuters, which in turn is a majority-owned BlackRock. Pfizer is also owned by BlackRock. So when you see Reuters saying Pfizer is doing nothing wrong, both are owned by the same people. The Reuters Foundation chairman is also a board member of Pfizer, who is run and owned by BlackRock. Am I making myself clear? We're not going to stop talking about you guys. They want you to own nothing and be happy. It's going to get flipped. The tables are going to flip. Let's keep going here. It says, he himself bore our sins in his body on the tree, that we might die to sin and live to righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. Now, you guys got to understand something. I get so sometimes built up in my own feelings, my own wishes, that I forget when I see people that are hurt, that are injured. I want to heal them. My heart cries out. You guys have no idea. I've had this since I was a little child, especially handicapped people, anyone suffering from autism. My heart breaks. What I need to realize is that YaHaWaHa, he's the one who did this for those healings, not me. I'm Ronnie James Shine Harris, and I'm just here to share this with you guys. And I oftentimes forget these things. It is Christ who has the power to heal, not me. And I beg him to heal people every day. I need to be more focused on this and less on me. It's something that I'm working on, and I thought this was a beautiful meme. Because, let me guys tell you something that you're not going to hear in the average Christian church. You're not going to hear it. You're only going to hear this from me and Robert Farrell. If you go and check out his stuff on Apocryphal 1970. So, the first sin was that we ate the fruit from the tree in the Garden of Eden. Right? All man fell because Adam ate that apple, or whatever fruit you want to call it. He ate it. But Christ was nailed to that tree and became the fruit of everlasting life, therefore fulfilling everything that needed to be fulfilled. It's done. It's finished. He did it all. We can move on now, and I just want to give him all glory and all credit. This one says, hot, dangerous extremists could be in your area one day, wanting to help you grow a garden and build a stronger community. That's what we about here, you guys. That's what we're going to be about forever. Forever, forever, forever. My channel isn't called Limitless for no reason. It's a message. It's a message from the Creator that we are limitless. And so too are you. And everybody that's tuning in right now, I just want to say I love you guys. Not like in some fake ass love kind of thing where I'm like, I love you. No, I truly do. I truly do. You guys are the most awake, aware, and informed people in the realm. You show up here every day and I just give you this truth, truth, truth. I just fill you with truth. I give truth like no one else gives it. And it's all because the Heavenly Father, YaHaWaHa, gives it to me. But it is time. It is now 7:15 in the Central Standard Time. That's 8:15 for the absolutely hottest people on the East Coast. But let's get into this first song. I think it's a nice feel-good song. I'm going to get you guys feeling good. And I'll see you after the break. This is Rise and Grind, and I'm RJ Shine. And I'll see you guys.
Slow driving in the dark. Still got your jacket in the backseat of my car. I'm counting down the weeks till you're back here riding shotgun next to me. And all our nights on the phone, nights all alone, never get easier, but deep down I know, deep down I know, we just gotta hold on, won't be long till we're back dancing in the kitchen. Hand on my heart, I won't let you go. And we just gotta hold on, won't be long. Gotta stay strong, 'cause God knows I miss you. Wherever you are, I won't let you go. We'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we'll go the distance. Long days wrapped around me, wrapped around me, wrapped around me. And the nights we stayed up talking, got no sleep. I remember how that felt. And all the times I miss you, I just tell myself, we just gotta hold on, won't be long till we're back dancing in the kitchen. Hand on my heart, I won't let you go. And we just gotta hold on, won't be long. Gotta stay strong, 'cause God knows I miss you. Wherever you are, I won't let you go. We'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we'll go the distance. Deep down I know, deep down I know, we just gotta hold on, won't be long till we're back dancing in the kitchen. And on my heart, I won't let you go. Whoa, and we just gotta hold on, won't be long. Gotta stay strong, 'cause God knows I miss you. I won't let you go. We'll go the distance.
Woo, we'll go the distance. What a track to get you guys going. The name God is a pagan Germanic transliteration for the name YaHaWaHa. Let's keep going. The mask displays the emotions of your speech, it says. What do you guys think of this mask? think it's creepy AF. What are they trying to do with this mask? This is creepy. Are we going skiing? This looks like it's good for skiing. Wow. What the heck is that? What is this? What are they trying to do to the youth? Stay away from the kids with this nonsense. Let's keep going here. It says solar storm, blackout risk. I don't want these ads. This is not my queen. Can't see her. She's behind the rectangle. Solar storm, blackout risk as NASA warns. NASA's warn of a direct hit on Earth. Impact time predicted. Keep your eyes open. We could have wormwood any day. My father has been close. Let's keep going here. Dimming the sun, they say. 100 million geoengineering research program proposed. They're going to chemtrail the skies more. I want to see blue skies. Get this cleaned up. Let's keep going. We got so much. Massive geomagnetic storm, coronal mass ejection. Why is this not fitting on the screen? The producer is going to get mad. It says here, massive geomagnetic storm, coronal mass ejection from the sun could knock out the power grid. And they warn the internet. Did you guys know there was this crazy YouTube thing yesterday? YouTube was down. We couldn't switch accounts. We couldn't go into our studios. Everything was gone. I was so busy getting prepared for today. It didn't affect me one bit, but it affected a lot of people. People were freaking out. But yes, they are warning. We've been saying this for years. If the power goes out, people, it ain't because of any solar storm or any fake EMP. They don't even have EMPs. It's all BS. They're just going to turn the power off. Let's keep going here. It is Wednesday, April 13th. It is 7:20 in the a.m. for all you people in the Central Standard Time. We're all right, but it's the East Coast people at 8:20. If you're late, get up, let's go. Make sure you leave your keys in a place you can always find them. We're not just here for truth and good looks. I mean, we're not always good looking either. This is beautiful. What does it say? Good evening, good morning. Got the shine and the stars. Good morning. This is from Mount St. Michael. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at this for 1 second. I do something quickly. Who built this? Who built this? They know how to build. It's beautiful. Let's keep going. We got way too much. Britain could be proud of helping Israel. Helping to create Israel. The Balfour Declaration altered history, but satisfaction must not give way to complacency. 100 years ago, next month, we're going to be bringing this up, the Times published a letter from the Foreign Secretary, Arthur Balfour. To who? Not so lordly Rothschild, under the heading Sympathy. And this is how it read. Now, unfortunately, they don't let you read this, but we found a link. It says, Dear Lord Rothschild, November 2nd, 1917. I have much... Oh, it's not fitting on the screen. Good thing I checked. I want you guys to see this. Can I zoom in? Move it back over? No, they're not going to let me? Oh, no. I'll just leave it like this. It says, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet. His Majesty's government view with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this object. It being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine. Yeah, right! You slaughtered the people! You pulled them out of their houses and shot them in the head. Anyways, or the rights of the political status enjoyed by the in other countries. Yeah, right. You went and terrorized the people. You went and terrorized them. If the people didn't move, right? First they had the intermediate camps, which they told everybody were concentration camps. They were just halfway places. If the people didn't come from France or Germany or Poland or wherever these other were, they blew up the buildings, took out their businesses and forced them to move there and forced the Palestinian people out of their houses. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Highness Federation. Yours sincerely, Arthur James Balfour. Just letting you guys know. And then when I was doing this search, this link came up. Go figure, you get this thing here. Ministry on Foreign Affairs. You look down here and it says, submission of application by Ukrainian citizens to come to where? Israel from Ukraine. Go figure. Go figure. Let's keep going. Anyone ever wonder why or how this building didn't collapse similar to the Twin Towers engulfed totally by fire? Same kind of construction. I'm going to let you think about this for a second. Why didn't this building collapse into its own footprint? Let me know, people. Why didn't it collapse? What do you guys think? Because buildings don't collapse into their own footprints due to fire. If you think steel can melt, if you think fire can melt steel, I've got a bridge to sell for you. I'm not hitting my bits. Excuse me. This is just one pile of discarded / used masks. Image the piles. Imagine the piles all over the realm. Imagine the masks in the oceans and our waterways. Are we really doing this in the name of public health? Look at this. This is disgusting. You know, I see these masks everywhere. I see them all over the city. They're everywhere. People just throw them out of their cars. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. This needs to stop right now. Let's keep going here. Romantic place. Check this out. Coast of Pacific Grove, California. Oh, look at this. I don't know if these are real or if it's just CGI, but it is super romantic. I would love to be swimming right here at Klulovo. This is beautiful. But let's keep going. Enough of that romanticism stuff. It's only 7:25 in the Central Standard Time. Have you encountered this narrative before? It says. This is coming from Hussein Abakar Mansour. It says, have you encountered this narrative before? The traditional narrative of modern Arab history is something like this. Following the 1967 Arab defeat at the hands of Israel, Arab societies went into deep political, ideological, and spiritual crisis due to the sudden death of... Look at this picture. Sudden death. The intellectual and ideological void was filled in the 1970s with the resurgence of the Islamic fundamentalism. This narrative conceals and distorts more than it actually explains what happened. During the 1950s and 60s, in the centers of Arab modernization, the revolutionary nationalists, Arab left, had achieved a true, I don't even know what that word is, Gramscian? Hemorrhage. I can't read these. I'm sorry, guys. On all cultural institutions. Older intellectuals who grew under British and French influence were purged out of all institutions. This is what the tiny hats did. Just a little bit of knowledge. We could read more of these. I will share the link later for you guys to read more. Good morning, birdies. As the sun starts to rise above the horizon, so too does the truth. Hey, look at this. Just keep breathing in deeply. Is a terrible thing, and also caused by what? The mask, including struggling and depriving your body of oxygen, is very toxic. It says these things, microplastics, found deep in the lungs of living people for the first time. Take these masks off. Take them off and throw them in the garbage, please. All you sheeple out there wearing masks, put them in the garbage. Did you guys, in Texas, in Austin, they have this saying, it's they don't like litter here. If you litter out of your car, be prepared. Someone might come and shoot your tires out. They are serious about littering here, yet there's masks everywhere. There's masks everywhere. Let's keep going. It says this one, Portland logs its first measurable April snow. Historic blizzards to pummel the northern U.S. Everybody, I'm so sorry. If you live anywhere in the northern area in North America, there is a storm coming. But after this one, we're going to be good. Soon it's going to be June and then July. It's going to be great this year, guys. When will they give up? Look at this. Cerveza could be surging in the U.S. right now, and we might not even know it. Run down and get you tested, it says. Oh, guys, come on. When will they give up? When will they give up? 1 second. I think they'll give up after some supernatural stuff takes place. I keep turning my mic down a little bit too low. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Let's keep going here. We got a few more tabs before we get into the next song of the morning. This one says, hold on, gotta sneeze. The Israeli diamond traders are what? Funding Putin's war machine in Ukraine. A loophole in U.S. law makes it possible to bring diamonds originating in Russia into the American jewelry market, as long as they are polished where? In Israel. Go figure. Let's keep going here. When I have allergies, I should play music in the background. But I really don't know if that'll work out perfectly. I've been trying to practice that. But here we have giant noggin of Evelyn the Rothschild, the Bowers of Red Shield, which represented their secret blood-based sacrifices, changed their name to Rothschild, a.k.a. Child of the Rock, or Hasatan, or Azazel. Look at this. Right? Is this your king? This was your king, people. Look at this guy. Here's your king. This is the guy who owns the king. Right? Look at this. Look at this. We never stop. We always want to show you guys exactly what's going on. We don't hold back the truth. We're going to scream it out loud from the tops of our rooftops. Let's keep going here. It says, oh, here we go. Did you guys know that when I started on YouTube, I was called the Event Skeptic? Because they repealed the Smith-Mundt Act in 2012, and then bam, we got all these hoaxes, and we got another one to go into today. Well, we were live yesterday, right, or just after we finished, a hoax went down. And I did see this being built up in the media. I saw a bunch of other hoaxes being done that weren't getting covered. They were just priming the hoax scene. So let's get into this. Live updates. Police search for gunmen as this broke yesterday. An attack on Brooklyn subway that injured 16 people. A man in a worker's vest put on a gas mask, opened a canister that filled a subway car with smoke, and then opened fire. The police said Tuesday morning, adding later in the afternoon that they had found a truck that they believe was driven by the shooter, who is still at large. So here's some of the pictures. So what we generally see with hoaxes is they jam up traffic, they bring in a bunch of fire trucks and police and EMS vehicles and ambulances, and they usually have a bunch of stuff going on with crisis actors. It says on here at least 16 people were injured, 10 of them by gunfire, on the train and the platform at a busy, go figure, 36th Street in the Sunset Park neighborhood, where 3 subway lines supposedly meet. The fire department said that 5 victims were in critical condition, but none were believed to have suffered life-threatening injuries. The shooting shortly before 8:30 a.m. set off panic and chaos aboard the train, in the station and the surrounding streets, and sent schools in the vicinity into lockdowns that lasted much of the day. Interesting, guys. The van was spotted in front of an apartment building on West 3rd Street, just off the Kings Highway. Interesting. We're going to get more into this. Let's have a little bit deeper of a look. It says here, we will not allow New Yorkers to be terrorized. What we know about the Brooklyn subway shooting, it says. Why is this not scrolling? So we go on to see here, the attack happened during the morning. Neighborhood 15-minute trade ride from Manhattan. Oh, why does it keep doing this to me? Where did the article go? What are you doing? They don't want me to read this. Let's keep going. Let's get into some of the evidence here. Here we go, people. Let's get onto this train. And let's have a looky-see. Action! Yeah! There's smoke. Everybody run. This guy took his mask off. Chaos. Chaos. This is the start to the chaos. Keep your eyes on the screen right now. Watch this. Oh, that guy just fell. He fell. Here we go, people. You ready? What do we have here? Oh, what do we have here? Let's look a little closer. Oh, what do we have here? Watch this. Can you guys see? Oh! What was that? Someone spilling fake blood. Let me show it to you guys again. So you make sure you get it in clear. There you go. Let's watch it one more time. If you guys think this is real, I got a bridge for sale. This is fake. This guy's got his cell phone out. Fake. Fake, fake, fake. Fake, fake, fake. Cops confirm no working cameras at 36th Street Station. Fake hoax. Another telltale sign there's never any footage. And you have a bunch of these Lugans running around geared up like they're in the military. Fake, fake, fake. Sorry if this affected any of you in the New York area if you're tuned in. You need to get the F out of there. That city has been ruined. Ruined. Let's keep going here. Developing. A found U-Haul van with an Arizona, also the guy was from Arizona plate, has drawn attention of the police and authorities as it may be connected to Tuesday's subway shooting. You know, it was connected. It was part of their hoax. What a joke. And you know, they're going to talk about gun laws and take away your bullets. And what does that happen? People run out and buy more bullets. More bullets. Let's keep going here. We're almost to our next song. It says a racial plan for the 20th century from the Who's. Israel Cohen. Check this out. We must realize that our party's most powerful weapon is racial tension. By pondering into the consciousness of the dark races that for centuries they have been oppressed by the whites, which don't exist, we can mold them to the program of the Communist Party. In America, we will aim for subtle victory. While inflaming the Negro minority against the whites, we will endeavor to instill in the whites a guilt complex for their exploitation of the so-called Negroes. We will aid the Negroes to rise in prominence in every walk of life, in the professions and in the world of sports and entertainment, with the prestige that the Negro will be able to intermarry with the whites and begin a process which will devolve America to our cause. Look at this plan that they have, people. Have you read the Protocols of Zion? You need to do a research on that. If you haven't seen exactly what's going on today in the world, you haven't read the Protocols of Zion. Go ahead, put that into a search algorithm. Check it out. Let's keep going here. They are venomous. We have the cure. You guys have to have seen what's going on. I like this. Thor coming after that snake. The patent is what? Poison. Let's get into this clip before we get into our next song. This is Rise and Grind, and I am RJ Shine. Check this out.
Been known to play a critical role in defense against bacterial infections, destroying microbial cell membranes. When the activated enzyme circulates at high levels, it has the capacity to shred the membranes of vital organs. And then read down below, this enzyme is trying to kill the virus, destroying the patient's cell membranes and thereby contributing to multiple organ failure and death. Now, there's a couple things I have to pinpoint here. They got tissue samples from people who were hospitalized and treated for COVID-19 in hospitals. What do they all have in common being pumped into their veins? Remdesivir.
Right.
When I saw this, they even give you the numbers of how elevated these snake enzymes are in their blood. The number one side effect listed in Gilead, who owns remdesivir, they did a study that was published in March of 2020. They gave remdesivir for 10 days to 53 COVID-19 patients. The number one reported serious adverse event was multiple organ failure. I want you to look and see what this says here.
Right.
This enzyme
Multiple organ failure.
and death. I am convinced remdesivir, actually, before we even go any further, I'm actually convinced that remdesivir is actually lyophilized or freeze-dried, powderized king cobra venom.
Boom! How about that? Get you some of that in your... No, don't put any of that in your coffee. And guess what the St. John the Revelator told us? They've transliterated it and made it different words, but he likened the mark unto a snake bite. Are you guys kidding me? Nah, the HIV is a hoax. Dancer. We're talking about poison. I've been saying this for a long time. That's what they're doing, people. They are literally injecting snake poison into people. And then when you go into the hospital, they say, here, let's hook you up with more snake poison and watch as you die. But guess what? We expose it. We shine that in spotlight on top of the truth. That's what we do here. We're not about laughs. We're not just about getting you going through your day. We're here about bringing you the straight up truth. I'm not scared. Go ahead, take me down, New World Order, because I'll be back with 10 more channels. Don't play games. People, this needs to stop right now. Injecting people with snake poison is wrong. All these people are going to pay. I am so fired up. Thank you. Awake Soul sent me this link. Shout out to Jason Laufenberg. If you haven't seen his new video about the shape and reality of this realm, you are missing out. It was a banger. It was a banger. Whew. I can't believe that we are in this state right now, that we are, with people around the world being poisoned with snake venom. Are you guys kidding me? Are you guys kidding me right now? It's true. It's happening. But, hey, I'm in a great mood. I love truth. Even if it's painful for some people to have to hear, I am going to share it. But we've got another really good tune. This one's more of a kind of a get you grinding kind of mood. I like it. Makes me feel good. So this is our next music break. It's now 7:41 in the Central Standard Time. That's 8:41 for the people I love on the East Coast so much. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I just like to have fun sometimes, you guys. No, I do. I'm from the East Coast too. Kind of. Close to the East Coast. Not really, but close. On the Eastern Time Zone. You should be all getting ready for work, getting your kids to the indoctrination centers. But hey, at least they're playing with their friends. Going to the indoctrination centers has some benefits, right? But you got to teach your children the truth. You have to, not the schools. But let's get into this song and I'll see you after the break. Faded.
Really fucked it up this time. You really scared the venom playing on my mind. And I could have been the best you could. But if I don't know if I'm enough or not, I know I live.
This is the only morning show that's not sponsored. Faded by Oscar. What a track. That got me moving. Don't get you no snake juice in your coffee or in anything. Keep it out of your body. Thank you again for that link, Awake Souls. Let's keep going here. This one says, and is this in the room with us right now, Bill? Poof. Let's keep going here. It says, I'm spiritual. She says, demons are spiritual too. Be more specific, honey. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Listen, everybody. Do you know what faith is? Do you know how to manifest into reality? It happens through faith. If you don't believe in your intentions, if you don't have them in your heart, it will not become true. Have you faith? Please. Let's keep going here. Nothing is built, nothing is back, and nothing is better. Nothing. What a nonsense slogan. It's retarded. Well, we got to share it. Let's keep going here. Bam! Kids are not depressed because of cerveza. They are depressed because they weren't allowed to go to their schools and play sports or see their friends. This is disgusting. They are depressed because they were forced to cover their faces, and they are depressed because those parents failed them. Don't fail your children. If you're tuning in, I know you don't. This is for those other parents. Let's keep going here. 7:47 in the AM on the Standard Time Central. It says, this is why you are a red person. If you can identify with this, it explains why you are cognizant and aware of what they are doing to us and not brainwashed like the rest of the sheeple. But the ones that can see the deception and rebel against the system are not always the type of people you would expect. To be able to see through the illusion does not depend on how so-called intelligent or educated you are. It depends on your level of consciousness. Some of the most educated people could be the most indoctrinated, I'll add. They can be so stuck in belief systems and thought patterns that it's hard for them to change perspectives. They stuck on a spinning globe Earth upside down at the South Pole. The ones that are standing up and speaking out are the conscious people, the sensitive ones, the observers. Right? The intuitives, the ones that reach that level of awareness to perceive and acknowledge the suppression and enslavement. They have become immune to the mind control and manipulation. I love you guys. Hoorah. They are risking what? Their reputation The relationships with family and friends. I know, guys. But you got me. By not partaking and contributing to the agenda of the system. By choosing differently. For what? Their freedom! And for everyone's freedoms! And I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I can't wait for the kingdom. Let's keep going. This is a beautiful meme. Thank you to whoever sent me this. I know you don't want to be named. Who are the who's? Let's go. Let's go, tiny hats. Lace them up. Put them on your feet. They invented communism. They're behind racial feminism. They're behind multiculturalism. They're the ones behind anti-Christianity. They're the ones behind the world government. One world government. They are the ones who invented divide and conquer. They are the race, baiter, and slave trader. Don't get me rhyming in the morning. They are the ones behind censorship of free speech. They are dual citizens with loyalty to not your nation. They're not loyal to you. They're Zionists. We are the reason your daughter has a low self-esteem, you son of a bitch. Sorry. And desperately dresses like a what? Sometimes it's okay if you ladies want to feel sexy. I'm okay with that. Be who you are. We are the Federal Reserve in Wall Street, central banking, and big corporate money. We are usury. I know this one gets awake souls, Jason Laufenberg, fired up. This is disgusting. Fractional reserve lending to infinity, right? Quantitative easing, they say. World currency and fiat money are all from the who. We are APAC. NAIR BLA, ACLU, ADL, NAACP, and the SPLC, if you haven't known. Get you some of that. We are the MSN Hollywood tabloid journalism, and they invented the pornography, which is fucking gross. Come on, people, don't give your energy to anything like this. Give it to somebody you love. We are the corrupt judicial system that frees the guilty and imprisons the innocent. Yeah, you Christ on a tree, too, you. We will defraud your country without consequence or conscience. We are your last. I can't. Who are we? We are. We are the military. We are Mike, the military industrial complex. We are the unregulated nuclear state. We are the international Hermes. We are the rewriters of history to their own advantage. We are war by deception. Liars, because they're spawns from the liar, the father of liars, who be Azazel. We are the aggressors, yet we always cry the victim. Get you some who are the who's in the morning coffee. A few tiny hats. Rest Rudy's soul in peace. How to create the Federal Reserve. A quick and easy tutorial. Tell everybody you just built an unsinkable cruise ship. Invite those opposed to the centralized banking for a cruise and go full throttle into an iceberg. Now, this didn't happen. First, they had a book called The Titan with everything laid out. They did their simulation first. If you don't know about Glade X and Simulation 102, they do simulations first. They wrote a book about this first. They just straight up killed these people and said they were on the boat that crashed into the iceberg, the unsinkable boat that sunk. Get out of here. Let's keep going here. It's now 7:52. We're closing down. I got so much more beautiful flowers. Come on, guys. Here's a flower for you to get you through hump day. It's false in advertising for the last forever. Let's keep going here. Who is really running the Democrat Party? Obviously, the Soros family, who is managed and run by someone who runs and manages BlackRock. Let's keep going. They all together, the tiny hats. They got a monopoly on everything. This is beautiful, minus whatever they got in the sky. Give me my blue skies back. Atheism for your coffee. The belief that there was nothing, and that nothing happened to nothing, and nothing magically exploded for no reason, creating everything, and then a bunch of everything magically rearranged itself for no reason whatsoever into self-replicating bits, which then turned into dinosaurs. Makes so much sense. Hey, good morning, rise and grind. Get off the ground. You people in Toronto make me sick. Let's keep going. We live in a world where your kid cannot pretend to be an Indian. They can't do that anymore. Indians and was it cowboys? But a grown man can pretend to be a fucking woman. That is gross. Did you guys know that I'm in a serious abusive relationship with Facebook? You son of a... Keep putting me in jail and all these other truth fighters. I love you guys. Anybody that's been put in Facebook jail, my heart goes out to you. Let's keep going here. Be the reason someone believes in what? Good people. Strive for this. Strive. Strive for this, okay? You got to fake it to make it. You got to learn how to be good by being good. And sometimes we wake up and our hearts are like, let's be bad. I want to fight. F the New World Order. All you trolls, all you shills, everybody triggered me. Let's go. Put them on. Lace them up. Drop the gloves. No. Stop. Stop whenever you're triggered. Stop whenever you go to fight somebody. Whenever you go to yell. Stop. Just stop. Look at what's happening. And think, what is the best outcome that I could get from this? And then, therefore, make the choice moving forward that'll get you the best outcome. Don't be sucked into it. Become the reason people still believe in good people. We need more of them. Look at these beautiful flowers. You guys do know I love the garden. This is beautiful. So beautiful. And the last meme of the morning. This one's very beautiful. And I'm still working on trying to understand this. It says people can only meet you at the depth at which they have already met themselves. This is super deep, you guys. So deep. It's true. Share yourself, but always remember, people can only meet you at the depths in which they meet themselves. Right? So, you did YHWH. It is Wednesday, April 13th. It's now 7:55 in the Standard Central Time. And that's 8:55 for the people on the East Coast grind. So, yeah, if you guys didn't see, there's a hoax that went down. The birds seen it. In New York yesterday, we covered that. They're putting snake venom in people. And then when you go into the doctors and say, I don't feel well because the snake venom is breaking down your internal organs and giving you heart attacks, they say, here, take more of this venom. This needs to stop. We are not going to not shine the light on it. You know, that's why we get up and rise and grind. But guys, today was great. And I just wanted to end this off lastly. Tilly, thank you for tuning in. I always appreciate you. Now, I saw a bit of a rift happen in the chat. If anybody, I already told this to Tilly a long time ago. If anybody brings up what happened to Tilly in the past, you will be banned. I don't care who it is. If I see it in the chat, even if it's you, Tilly, if anybody brings up what Tilly went through, because we're through it, we brought her on, we talked about it, we dealt with it. If anybody brings it up, you're going to be banned. Including you, Tilly. I don't want to rehash what happened. I want Tilly to be safe here. I want all of you to be safe here. That's the goal. I want to carve out a tiny space in this realm where everybody can feel safe and say whatever they want as long as they're not advocating violence or anything disgusting. You can say anything you want here, and I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to take my time. And we want to promote people to be patient, healthy. What are you guys going to do today that's healthy? I think it might be cloudy and rainy here today, but we are the sunshine. We don't need the sun to shine. We are the sunshine. Are you guys going to eat healthy today? What are you going to do today? Are you going to build internal assets? Are you guys going to fight for truth? Fight for the youth. Who's going to stand up? Who is going to stand up? Who's going to fight for truth? Who's going to love other people? Right? Not just by words, by actions. Don't tell people you love them. Show them. Show them. Nothing makes me happier than showing people that I love them. Not telling them. Words are cheap. Words are cheap. Actions speak louder than words. But I'm super excited. I'm so happy. Today was such a fun morning show, you guys. Rise and grind. You know, I'm always on time. Because I am the one and only Ronnie James Joy Shine. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, you guys. Fight for the future, for the youth. Stand up. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.
I've been going out of my mind just at the thought of you. Oh, I miss the feel of you. It's only a matter of time before I get to be with you, before before I get the feel of you. And all
This is the only morning show. It's not sponsored.
nothing else can make it right. But my freedom, I'm calling. I don't know what else I have to prove. Won't somebody come and call me loose and give me freedom? I've been dreaming. I've been living through the thought of you, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my freedom. For my. I've still got my patience and pride, and it won't run away from me. Some things will never leave. I spent way too long being blinded.
Show me the enemy.
Show me the enemy. Please be a friend to me. And all my hopes and all my, how do I keep them alive? Nothing else can make it right. Freedom, I'm calling. I don't know what else I have to prove. Won't somebody come and call me loose and give me freedom? I've been dreaming. I've been living through the thought of you, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my freedom. For my for my I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna feel the wind under my wings. Every tear that I shed, every moment in fear that I live, and I wanna kiss the sun, hollering every truth that lives in my heart. For my freedom, I'm calling. I don't know what else I have to prove. Won't somebody come and call me loose and give me freedom? I've been dreaming. I've been living through the thought of you,